So I'm now joined by the Finance Minister, who's been making his speech in Tynwald. Of course, we've had the press briefing today, and people online can see the whole of your PowerPoint presentation to us. So really, there's not much more I really want to go on, besides obviously the headline items that you really want to convey, that the important ones. And I think from here, everyone was really interested that you're going to charge the big UK companies that trade in the Isle of Man, you're going to start going after their profits.
Well, I think it's only fair because they are dependent upon the Isle of Man taxpayer to install the infrastructure, the electricity, roads, water, everything else upon which they rely to continue their operations. So I feel that it's only right that they should make a contribution towards those costs, and this is the fairest way of doing it. One of the themes that's been running through my budgets has been fairness, and we will continue to make sure that what we do is fair and can be justified. Is there any possibility that the Marks and Spencer, the Tesco, will go no to this? And because you haven't actually talked to them, have you, about this? No, we haven't. For confidentiality reasons, we will be briefing them when I make my budget speech. But having said that, from an overall PLC group point of view, this should be, and I fully expect it to be, tax neutral, because whatever they pay in cash terms to the Isle of Man can be taken off the bill that they have to pay to the UK. So, okay, it's a bit of extra paperwork for them, but in terms of money and terms of the cost to their shareholders, it should be neutral. And this is set in stone. You aren't expecting them to come back around the table and start negotiating this with you. You're making this as a firm bit of policy. This will be, if it's accepted tomorrow in the budget debate, it will be Tynwald policy, so it'll be the law of the land. Okay, well, obviously we're recording today earlier, so we don't actually know if your budget's going to be passed, but I mean, you've got a high confidence in the whole thing, have you, that it's palatable? Well, I've got my fingers crossed and everything else, and some have said it's a boring budget, but on the other hand, isn't that a good thing? What we're doing is we're demonstrating that we are delivering on the performance, on the undertakings we gave 12 months ago, because 12 months ago I said I would address the issue of major retailers. I've done that. I've also said 12 months ago that we would deliver a 3-year rebalancing programme. We're bang on target to do that, and I feel that we will be able to get through. It's not going to be a comfortable journey. There's lots of headwinds, but we'll get there. We will deliver. And forgive me for making the pun of tears, but I mean, you have admitted there is a two-tier society in the Isle of Man now. There's the businesses that are struggling and the ones that are more, the e-gaming that's doing very nicely. But, those people that are struggling. There's a two-tier economy as opposed to a two-tier society. The two-tier economy, that part of the economy which is outward-facing, still expanding, still doing well, that which was dependent on the local spend is coming under pressure. But if we can maintain confidence, that will encourage people to spend, and that will help the local economy as well. So it's important that we, as legislators and a government, continue to maintain confidence. I mean, you haven't put up any of the rates, have you, that people can get back and, No,
tax?
There's been no change to any benefits, rates or allowances, so it's the same as last year. We've left it so that there'll be no impact on the man in the street. Well, there is an impact because they're not going to get any more, are they? And inflation's eating into what they're earning and spending. Well, we're not going to, the government through tax isn't going to take any extra out of their pocket. Are you happy with what you're proposing? Obviously, I mean, you're happy, but do you think it's palatable? I think it is. People have been expecting big increases in taxes, and I feel that in difficult circumstances we've delivered a very sensible budget which will enable the Isle of Man to continue to prosper, and that's the important thing. If we don't continue to generate tax revenue, then we're not going to have the income to pay the services that the taxpayer has taken for granted.